Hey, it's your girl 7 Stars and I'm back. Okay, welcome back to the Girl Cave. We had some technical difficulties. It happens, right? But everything should be copacetic right about now. Give me a second. Hoo-cha. All right. Hey, babes. Sassy B, my general. Aries. Huh? All right, we back at it. Aries, you still got the call-in number? Let me tell you something. First of all, I don't understand how they sit up there, how they allowed him to do that interview with Gayle King prior to his child support hearing. Bruh, I mean, if you had a time machine, hello, is everything better now? It was lagging at first. And I think I know what that's about. First of all, I think I'm gonna stop using Google Hangouts. I got accustomed to using Google Hangouts because I was having like guests on the show. But in this particular case, I think I'm gonna just do the live option. And then on top of that, it seems like whenever I have my editing software up, it does that too. So, child, just problems on top of problems, but we got it together, okay? You said it does seem conspicuous. Ooh, I like that word. Oh, yes, we're trying to expand our vocabulary over here. And I'm going to let you know right now, we're going to do the call-in, okay? Try to refrain from cussing if you can, all right? But I definitely want to hear y'all thoughts on it. Is it over for R. Kelly? I think it is. I think it is the end of the road for Mr. R. Kelly. It would be nice to think, you know, one of his famous friends is going to bail him out, but that would just be a publicity nightmare for them at this point. You feel me? Like, who's going to come and give this guy the $160,000 that he needs to get out of jail? And then on top of that, you got a whole nother looming case, girl, that he's probably not going to beat this time. Let's be real. This is a new day. It's a new age. Me Too is very real. Okay. So, yeah, thank you, Aries. Aries posted the call in. Go ahead and call in. Let me get up in there. Girl, I think it's over for R. Kelly. Straight up. Girl, if he make it out of this, it'll be some ish. I'm gonna let you know right now. He's not gonna make it the second time. I mean, first of all, as a black man, you're lucky to get out of any type of trial situation the first time. You feel me? But a second time, you gotta move different. And you still sitting up here running around. And first of all, Gayle King asked him, she was like, look, have you ever slept with an underage girl? He said, absolutely not. But you was married to Aaliyah. So he straight up lied right there. Okay. Girl, a mess. Let me see. Thank
you. Joining the conference now.
Boom.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Okay. That music, I can't, girl. But when y'all call in, let me know. Girl, I think it's over for Kels. It's definitely over for Kels. You said Chipper the Air. What's up, Chip? It's over for Smelly Kelly. Hey, Chipper, call in, homie. I think it's over for Kels. It's a wrap, bruh. And he ain't even got the money. He ain't even got the capital, bruh. I mean, that's the thing. When you see these type of cases, you're like, okay, they're gonna exhaust his resources on this type of thing, right? But come to find out, he ain't even got the cash, bruh. He don't even have like $1 million in cash somewhere. That's crazy to me. So you can fly out all these girls, right? But you're not taking care of your kids. Girl, bye. And I don't want to just say he's not taking care of his kids, but I mean, that's what it looked like. You're not paying child support. So he has this thing against Andrea, his ex. You know, he's like, okay, you ain't finna come up off of me type deal. So I don't want to just say he ain't taking care of the kid, but he admitted during that interview, he wants to have a relationship with his kids, which I don't know how true that is. It seems like he wants to have a relationship with all these young girls he keeps flying out and have them living in his house. Okay. I don't know what to say. I'm absolutely shocked, bro. Well, I'm not shocked that he's in jail, right? I'm shocked that he ain't even got his affairs in order. First of all, you knew you had the child support hearing coming up. And, you know, he was naive to think he was just going to walk right up out of that. That's a testament to, you know, how the legal system has kind of just been really easy on him. He's still, you know, banking off of, you know, his status and his name. And he's definitely getting his wake-up call right now. You said he lives in Trump Tower in Chicago. How can he afford that? They said he hasn't been working. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't he just do a show like 4 weeks ago? Before this whole thing went down, he was doing a show. So how much is his booking fee? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how does he not have any money? The financial illiteracy of it all, girl. You said Maya exactly how paid off a condo. It's probably paid off. Like, that's what I keep hearing, that R. Kelly keeps dealing with cash, right? I don't know if he has bank accounts or anything in place. But like I said, when you know you have these court cases coming up, the first thing you do is you put some money aside and you make sure your lawyer got access to it so your lawyer can get you up out of there. He didn't even do that. It's like, bro, do you think this is a game? It's over for you, homie. The call-in number is in the chat. Make sure you call in so I can hear from you. Do you think it's over for R. Kelly? I think it's over. Girl, okay, so y'all know Pisces got me some seafood last week. So I was up in the area today, and I went and got some seafood this time. And I don't know, it don't taste like when he got it. I don't know what sauce he got, but this shit is spicy as fuck. I'm just like, I could have told y'all I said mild, okay? I don't know what's going on, but listen, is it over for R. Kelly? Is it over for R. Kelly? I am waiting for somebody to call in so we can talk about it. You said they say he running out of money. Oh, facts. It sounds like he's like out of money completely. That's what it sounds like. He's completely done. He's out of money. You said that spaz he had with Gail did him in. Girl, and you know, Gail... Girl, did you see the interview afterwards where Gail was talking to all her colleagues and they were scared as hell for her? They was like, oh my God, Gail, how did you manage to keep your cool doing that? And she was like, oh, well, you know, it was like, she sounded like she survived the damn Holocaust or something. She was like, oh, well, you know, it's just, we both got to, you know, someone has to keep their cool, you know, it's just, no, he had a total meltdown, okay? Oh my God, Gail. Were you scared for your life, Gail? I would have been scared for my life. Ooh, child. Girl, is it over for R. Kelly? I think it is, bruh. He's done. He's absolutely done. He's absolutely done. He's absolutely done, girl. It's over for him. All that money. Girl. You mean to tell me he ain't got a residual check laying around somewhere with that much? Like, that's crazy to me. Where's the money? Where's the money? You said typical Black woman-ish. He needs to stay quiet and let the attorneys do their thing. Girl, we talked about it this morning. I had a little therapeutic live and I was like, he needs to get a new attorney. He needs to get a new attorney. That attorney does not have his best interest at heart. You can tell. And it seems like the attorney low-key don't even want the case. Okay? He needs a killer on his team. I'm going to let you know right now. That attorney that he has ain't going to cut it. I just listened to the way the attorney be talking and I'm like, Girl, the Trolls is out tonight. So again, the call-in number is in the chat. Let us know how you feel Is it over for R. Kelly? Also, how do you feel about the timing of this whole situation? Because, again, they're coming down on him hard. They just announced that they was pursuing charges, right? And then he got out of that. And then he had the whole, I mean, everything's just coming into play. I'm like, oh, girl, I don't know. I do not know. Thank you so much, Queen Callie. Y'all know I love my seafood. Call in. Call in. What'd you say? You said exactly. The attorney is making moves like he don't care what happens to Robert. Thank you. I'm like, am I the only one who sees this? Like the attorney does not have his best interest at heart. And girl, do you hear? You need to hear the prosecutor. First of all, the prosecutor ain't playing. Let me see if I can find the video. That dude ain't playing. So, what Robert needs to do is he needs to get a new attorney. If he's going to fight off that prosecutor is a killer, okay? Let me see. What's his name? Avnet? Hold on. That dude has been tweeting. He's been going off. Let me see. What's his name? Michael Avnati? Girl, an Italian. He sounded Italian. Like he might be in the mob low key, right? Okay. Where did I see? I saw him on some morning show and he was going off. Is this it? Oh, here it is. Give me a second. Oh, I guess I can't play both devices at once. So I'm going to hang up this one. Ooh, technology, girl. Give me a second. Okay, so it's definitely paired. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. Sorry.
Hour here in Cook County. First of all, Mr. Greenberg's personal attacks on me and my clients, he's called all of the women victims liars, are outrageous and completely unprofessional.
Girl.
Mr. Greenberg also seems to not recognize what
he's talking about. R. Kelly's lawyer. Listen to this. He is not playing. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta find that morning show he was on because he said some stuff on there and I was like, ooh, he coming dead for the lawyer, girl. This dude is a killer.
Double jeopardy really is. None of the counts that have been alleged against Mr. Kelly involve double jeopardy. He also falsely suggested in court this morning, as he did last night and previously, that the videotape that we provided is the same videotape depicting the same criminal acts at issue in the 2008 trial. That is an outright lie. Mr. Greenberg knows that the tape at issue does not involve the same acts at issue in the 2008 trial. As I referenced yesterday, that tape, which we provided earlier this month, includes 2 scenes shot on 2 separate days at Mr. Kelly's home. It does not include the same footage at issue in the 2008 trial. The basic law of double jeopardy does not prevent Mr. Kelly from being charged for other acts separate and apart from those with which he was charged with in 2008. Any basic criminal defense lawyer and even many non-lawyers understand that concept.
Girl, the shade. The shade. He said even basic criminal lawyers understand that. Girl.
Mr. Greenberg's client is in a fight for his life.
Okay.
Mr. Greenberg needs to pull his head out of his ass and start defending his client, as opposed to making personal attacks on me and the victims in this case.
Girl!
If he continues to antagonize me and the victims in this case, Mr. Kelly is even in more trouble than he already is, and he is already in an insurmountable amount of trouble.
Girl!
I'm gonna take questions.
Didn't I tell you? That dude is a killer, okay? Called him flat out, girl. I low-key want to hear it again. He said, first of all, girl, the shade. Michael Avenatti ain't playing. That's why I told y'all this morning. He needs to get another lawyer, okay? Let me see if I can find R. Kelly. Okay, so this is the defense lawyer. Okay, so this was after the bond.
Good afternoon, everybody. Lovely way to spend a Saturday afternoon, right? So we're very happy with the bond that the judge set. I think it's fair and reasonable given the allegations. We hope that Mr. Kelly's able to get the money together and post bond sometime today or over the weekend, and he'll be released. We're going to see the chief judge on Monday. For those of you who are from out of town, the way cases work here is you go to bond court, then the case is assigned to the chief.
Here it is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is an ad. Hold on. I want y'all to listen to where R. Kelly's lawyer was talking about how he can't post bond.
Spend a Saturday afternoon, right? So we're very happy with the bond that the judge set. I think it's fair and reasonable given the allegations. We hope that Mr. Kelly's able to get the money together and post bond sometime today or over the weekend, and he'll be released. We're going to see the chief judge on Monday. For those of you who are from out of town, the way cases work here is you go to bond court, then the case is assigned to the chief judge, which is actually the room just over there, and he then assigns the case to a trial courtroom upstairs in this building in our courthouse, which was actually built for Al Capone when he was charged years ago. In any event, so we'll get our judge on Monday. After we get assigned to a judge, we'll get what they call discovery, copies of police reports, video if it exists, lab reports, and so forth. Might happen Monday. Sometimes it takes a little while to get that.
Did you go? I heard Aaliyah on all his music and masters.
And then
girl, I heard that too, and I think that was one of the stipulations of them not pursuing legal charges on him. I don't know how true that is, but supposedly, yeah, her family owns his masters, right? Don't know how true that is, but let's keep going. I want to go back to the Michael Avenatti guy. That dude ain't no joke.
Mr. Greenberg needs to pull his head out of his ass and start defending his client, as opposed to making personal attacks on me and the victims in this case. If he continues to antagonize me and the victims in this case, Mr. Kelly is even in more trouble than he already is, and he is already in an insurmountable amount of trouble.
Girl!
Take questions.
Girl! That lawyer ain't playing. That fool has been on Twitter going off. Do you understand? So again, you know, and I can't find the video where the lawyer was talking about his money problems. Oh, wait, is this it?
It was because
here it is.
Been problems. This is someone who should be wealthy at this stage of his career.
Do you hear that? This is R. Kelly's lawyer talking shit about him. This is when he couldn't get the money, remember? Now, I just showed you the first clip where he was like, oh, we're happy with the bill. He should be able to pull the money together. Now he's sitting up here saying, oh, this is somebody who should already have the money at his stage in the career. The shade, bitch. That's why I said this motherfucker ain't finna go up against Michael Avenatti. He is not playing with this dude, okay? Look how, listen to how unsure he sounds. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Ooh, bitch. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, babes. Let me make sure all my stuff is plugged in so y'all can hear this. Okay. Here we go. Done and done. Okay, boom.
Mismanagement for people, hangers on and bad contracts and bad deals. And
let me start it over.
It was because there have been problems. This is someone who should be wealthy at this stage of his career.
Listen.
And through mismanagement, through people hangers on and bad contracts and bad deals and bad leases like he had in his studio, he really doesn't have any money at this point. I don't even think he owns the rights to I Believe I Could Fly. Yes, I think he'll be able to come up with the money for bond. It's Saturday, it's a little bit difficult. You've got to get a bank, you've got to get $100,000, but hopefully he gets out today. Some people are working on that. Now, we don't have, for the out-of-town media, you're one of them. For the out-of-town media, we don't have bail bondsmen in Illinois. In Illinois, they got rid of bail bondsmen back in the 60s. Everyone can guess why they did that. So here, a bond is set. So the judge set bond at $1 million. And he knows when he sets that.
Okay. Queen Callie, you're saying that's no shade. Okay. This doesn't require critical thinking. Understand, I can see a lot of stuff that y'all can't. Okay. This was unacceptable. Understand, this is unacceptable. Let me tell you something. If I pay a publicist could not talk about me like this. Damn sure not my lawyer could not sit up in a press conference and talk about me like that. Okay. Now I understand that he's probably just trying to give a valid explanation as to why he can't get out. But to sit up there and put the extras on it, talking about, I don't even think he owns the rights to I Believe You Can Fly. Explain to me why that was necessary. As his lawyer, why was that necessary for him to say in a press conference? It sounds to me like he doesn't have this guy's best interest at heart. I'm just going to keep it real. You said 7, he was explaining why R. Kelly is broke, sis. I understand that. I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is he was also divulging information that he did not need to give out. Do you understand? That's how it goes down. Listen, old boy just sat up there and said, your client is in the fight for his life. And you're so busy coming at me. You're too busy coming at me. You're not even defending your client. Old boy called him out because he can see it. And I can see it too. That was a huge red flag for me when I saw that. You said you're about to call in? Okay. Let me get you set up, sis. Don't even trip. But before you call in, don't even trip. The number's going to be in there. But when you call in, we're going to talk about it. Okay. It's okay. I love a healthy debate. It's not, don't think nothing of it, but understand. Let's listen to it again. And then I'm going to let you listen to old boy. Okay. One sounds very sure of himself. R. Kelly's lawyer does not sound sure of himself. Okay. He's low-key sounding like, why am I even here? That's what it sounds like to me. It's like whether he go to jail or not, I'm going to get paid. That's what it sounds like to me. I could be tripping, but we'll talk about it. That's why we got the call in. But let's listen to it again, okay?
It was because there have been problems. This is someone who should be wealthy at this stage of his career, and through mismanagement, through people hangered on and bad contracts and bad deals and bad leases like he had in his studio, he really doesn't have any money at this point. I don't even think he owns the rights to I Believe I Could Fly.
Doing the most. Do you feel me? You're the attorney. You're the attorney. All you need to say is, it looks like my client is having some difficulty getting the money together. He's still working on it. And that's it. Okay? That's it. You telling all these people this, he would have been fired right then and there, bruh. Now let's go back to the other dude, because the other dude ain't playing.
First of all, there's been a number of misstatements and outright falsehoods.
This is the prosecutor,
Mr. Steve Greenberg,
talking about the attorney.
Amateur hour here in Cook County. First of all, Mr. Greenberg's personal attacks on me and my clients, he's called all of the women victims liars, are outrageous and completely unprofessional. Mr. Greenberg also seems to not recognize what double jeopardy really is. None of the counts that have been alleged against Mr. Kelly involved double jeopardy. He also falsely suggested in court this morning, as he did last night and previously, that the videotape that we provided is the same videotape depicting the same criminal acts at issue in the 2008 trial. That is an outright lie. Mr. Greenberg knows that the tape at issue does not involve the same acts at issue in the 2008 trial. As I referenced yesterday, that tape, which we provided earlier this month, includes 2 scenes shot on 2 separate days at Mr. Kelly's home. It does not include the same footage at issue in the 2008 trial. The basic law of double jeopardy does not prevent Mr. Kelly from being charged for other acts separate and apart from those with which he was charged with in 2008. Any basic criminal defense lawyer and even many non-lawyers understand that concept.
Okay.
Mr. Greenberg's client is in a fight for his life.
Okay.
Mr. Greenberg needs to pull his head out of his ass and start defending his client, as opposed to making personal attacks on me and the victims in this case. If he continues to antagonize me and the victims in this case, Mr. Kelly is even in more trouble than he already is, and he is already in an insurmountable amount of trouble. I'm going to take questions.
Listen to me. I told you once and I'm going to tell you again. This dude ain't playing. And it's almost like he's taunting R. Kelly's lawyer. It's like, oh, homie, this is an easy win. You're not even a worthy adversary. Matter of fact, let me tell you how it's going to go down. That's how much of a pushover I think you are. Okay? Girl. All right. Let me do the call in. Let me get it set up. Girl. Let's talk about it, babes. Let's talk about it. I'm calling in now. Let me tell you something. They are not playing. He needs to get rid of the lawyer.
Joining the conference now.
All right. Give me a second, babe.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? All right. Hello?
Okay.
Wait a minute, babes. Hold on, okay? Something's up with this.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just hold on, okay? Give me a second. Is this Queen Callie? Hold on, okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, you know what? The Bluetooth, let me try this again. 1 second. All right, Queen Callie. Queen Callie. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, we can hear you. What's good, babes?
Okay. Hey, what's up, Papa?
What's up, babes?
Okay, can you hear me now? You just like you doubling up.
Okay, I can hear you just fine, babe.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Wow. Okay. Everything is echoing back towards my way.
Yeah, okay.
This is what I was going to say, okay.
Uh-huh.
Michael Avenatti, first of all, is a one. You can go from there. He's just people all day. He was one of the attorneys in supposedly prosecuting Trump, right? And he got kicked off and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me for cursing. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Chancellor. But wait a minute. What's the slide?
Do you have me on speaker? Because you sound a little muffled.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, perfect, perfect.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because my voice keeps echoing back to me, and it's confusing me because I hear myself talking like that.
Okay, I can hear you just fine.
So what I was saying was, Michael Evans, he was one of the attorneys to the one that you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Hello? Girl, your phone cut out.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Just talk. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. Is there two people talking or am I tripping?
No, it's just me and you.
We're now muted. Okay. Michael Avenatti just beat a case back in, I think it was like September. I think it was like September or October. For beating his wife, beating his sister. Okay?
Okay.
And so the our Texas attorney, some of the things that he's saying, it makes absolute sense. If there was another case like the one young lady, the one that said that he was the one that we listed on the text. Remember the girl that was trying to get that money and stuff or whatever? Okay. She said that when that lawyer first started talking about having us to be paid or whatever, think about it. She said, and I heard it out of her own mouth. Somebody interviewed her, and she said that sounded like the seat that she was in. Remember that?
Okay.
And she said that they're role playing.
Who said they were role playing?
What I'm saying to you is, you realize when lawyers get out there and when they get out there like that, you know stuff.
Give me a second, babe.
It's like my voice is.
Yeah, let me take you off the speaker because it's like hella ineffective and I'm not feeling it. Give me a second. All right, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, now you can talk. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine. Go for it.
Okay. What I was saying was, remember the girl, I can't remember her name. For one thing, I can hear you. Okay. Remember the young lady that was, I didn't watch the R. Kelly movie and stuff or whatever. Okay, the girl that was in that movie that was on that documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she was the original 7. It's driving me crazy. You know what? I don't know. Maybe you need to call me back. Can you see my phone number?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
My voice is echoing. I keep hearing myself.
Yeah, that might be something else. Yeah, try to. Yeah.
I can't even keep up with what I'm saying.
Is
yeah,
it?
But my voice is echoing back. You are now mute.
Okay, girl. All right. 0918. Are you there? Hello. All right. So that's it. I don't know what the hell was going on. She sounded like she was out. Okay. But what she was trying to explain something, girl, but she said she kept echoing. We'll figure it out. I'm going to have to do a show where I'm just testing the phone lines to make sure everything is okay. That sucks. But anyway, let me tell you something. I got to go with my gut on this one, bruh. And I think, like I said, he's going to have to get a new attorney. The fact that we ain't even heard from the attorney yet in regards to him getting locked up the second time, I'm telling you, I don't have a lot of faith in this guy at all. At all. You said everybody probably half sleep? Probably. It's only 9:31 where I'm at. You feel me? Hey, Sassy, you want to call in and help me test this out real quick? Sassy B? Because that's some BS. I'm hoping it was just on her end, but it should not be echoing. Okay. But this is my first time using the Sony speaker. So we probably just have to test it out and figure it out. Girl. Did she have the show on and on the phone? No, I didn't. I turned the show off, and then I turned the Bluetooth on. Oh yeah, because that can create an echo. You're absolutely right. Chipper, what you been up to, Chipper? You know the ladies want to hear your voice. Huh? Girl, it's a wrap for R. Kelly. I keep trying to tell y'all. That lawyer ain't playing with him. Let me see if I can find another clip. Let me see if I can find another clip. Because it's funny when I'm playing the video, y'all can hear that fine. So I don't understand why you said I wish I could have got my point across. That's okay, Queen Callie. We're gonna figure it out, babe, and then we'll do a retry, okay? Okay. You said it ain't a wrap. I think it's a wrap, honey bun. I'm gonna let you know right now. He's going down. Rest assured, he ain't finna escape a second time. Not with that lawyer. Okay. Now, if he switch out lawyers, he might have a shot. But understand, what's his real defense? Okay. He's denying that he had sex with those girls. Now, let's think about the first time he got off for it. He had the cooperation of that first girl. Okay, so when he went to trial the first time around, the girl who was in the video sat up there and she said, no, it wasn't me. He got off on a technicality. He was lucky as F. Okay, this time around, those girls are going to testify against him. Mark my words. And he ain't getting off. They're definitely going to testify against him. You said 7, the lawyer is just talking ish and trying to see what he can get to stick. That might be true too, girl. That might be true too, because they like to play chess, right? Hey, Queen Callie, what was you saying about he was representing somebody else. Did you say he was representing Trump? Is that what you said? He has many screws loose. Hi, German lady. My kiddo said the judge is going to throw the book at him this time. Facts. That's what I'm saying. He don't have that technicality on his side this time. Matter of fact, if he gets caught even talking to any of those women, he's going to go down for witness tampering too. Okay? And he ain't even got the money to pay them off. All right? It's over. It's over. You said on the line, pick up. Hold on, babe. I think I hung up. Hold on. Hello?
You are now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? You hear me?
Yeah. Oh, is this Chipper?
Say it again.
Is this Chipper?
Nah, it ain't Chipper, but I can be Chipper if you want me.
What's your name?
It's Mr. Plex.
You said Mr. Pratt?
Plex.
Mr. Plex?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mr. Plex. How are you?
Just fine, thank you.
Can you guys hear him good? Let me know. So what's up, babes? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I just want to say they cashing R. Kelly out. It's obvious. They cashing him out.
Oh, they cashing him out. So you think this is all about exhausting his resources?
Well, yeah, I think they're done with him. The show is over. You know, and like you said, you pointed out to the attorney. If you haven't noticed, the attorney is an attorney that he got on a loan as a favor. And if you haven't noticed, the lawyer is Jewish as well. So when you see a Jewish lawyer somewhere in the picture, you know the fixes. So they're about to put Mr. R. Kelly in jail.
Okay, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so you think the cash cow is up. They don't have any use for him anymore because he's not profitable anymore.
Yeah, well, you gotta understand. I mean, he's aging now. His records aren't selling like they used to sell anymore. You got new artists coming up. So they have all this music. They have all this music. So there's no use for him anymore. When he went through his first trial, he was still. Actually, when he went through his first trial, he was almost at his height.
Damn.
And also records CDs were still selling back then. That was in 2002.
Yeah,
CDs were still selling. So Napster had just came out, but CDs were still selling. So he was very for Jive Records. He was making Jive Records a lot of money. So they needed to keep him out of out of prison because he was pretty much a piggy bank for him. But the thing about R. Kelly is that when he knew, I seen the tape. I think everybody seen the tape. I seen it when it first came out. It's obvious it was R. Kelly. Not only was that tape out, but there were several other tapes with other women in those tapes. Because I think one tape was circulating where it was like maybe 3 or 4 scenes. So it was not only with the girl in the wood room, but it was a couple of more tapes. Also, he had a tape with Gary Sheffield's wife. He had a tape with her.
Gary
so
who?
He was making tapes. Yeah, the baseball players. Gary Sheffield, the baseball players. I don't remember him.
Damn.
He played for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays and a couple other teams.
I heard that. I heard that about R. Kelly, that there's plenty of other tapes in there. And that, the girl. Yeah.
And so you got to understand something. Once R. Kelly beat that case, R. Kelly should have switched it up. And thank the Lord for not sending him to jail, and he should have just switched it up. But the thing is that he had too much. It was inevitable. He had too much evidence out there. He had too many tapes. He had made so many tapes, and really he kind of killed himself because you're already committing a crime by having sex with underage girls, but now you create evidence.
Yeah.
So technically, he was doing dumb stuff they were doing now, like on Instagram and on Facebook, how people be all on Instagram, incriminating themselves.
Yeah.
We thought that was stupid, but he was actually doing it pre-social media. Because he had all those tapes. So they were eventually going to come back and hunt him. So he's getting cashed out. If I was him, I would have been like Russell Simmons. I would have left the country.
Okay.
And I would have been torn across the globe. I would have never stepped foot back in the United States. But I think that he thinks that because he got off on the last charge, and that the industry is going to continue to protect him.
He got arrogant.
He didn't leave, and I think because if you look at the last interview, he wasn't talking to us when he said, "Man, y'all trying to kill me." He was talking to the people. He was talking to the people. He was talking to the powers that be.
The gay. Are you talking about the gay mafia?
Well, you call it whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking to the people that he know that could save him. Because at the end of the day, you don't see. You see Bill Cosby, he's down. You see R. Kelly, he's finna go down.
Yeah.
You see what Russell Simmons did. Russell Simmons was what?
He bounced.
Simmons, somebody pulled Russell Simmons' coattail and told him to say, "Man, he's coming after you." And Russell Simmons got with his brain trust, and he went to a country where there's no extradition, which is in Indonesia. So he's sitting over there drinking Mai Tais, sitting on the beach chilling, doing his thing, while R. Kelly over here sitting in jail with $160,000 worth of shots. And then that's another thing too, is that Drea, and I hate to say it, you can't you shouldn't be kicking a man while he's down. Drea is wrong for what she's doing. This man is at the lowest point in his life, and now he got this $160,000 child support. R. Kelly saved Drea. Drea came from, I ain't gonna say she came from total poverty, but he took her out of the streets of Chicago, showed her the world, gave her all kind of cars.
She was a struggling dancer, wasn't she?
He just spent millions of dollars on Drea. It's not like they hurt for money. It's not like they destitute. She had a wonderful life. And those kids had wonderful lives too. It's not like they need that $160,000. It's not like they need that money. And why would she file on him when he gave her the world?
Okay.
He gave her all that money.
Here's the thing with that.
Like that.
Here's the thing with that. We don't know that. And let Drea tell it. She said he almost killed her. Okay? Let's not forget, she's strapped for cash too. That's why we even know about her. She was on the reality show. She wanted to be known as R. Kelly's ex-wife. Okay? So she's basking in the shadow of this man. She's using his name to get all of her credentials in Hollywood type deal. She's trying to get money. Now, I don't want to go as far as to say, she's kicking him while he's down, because obviously he hasn't been paying child support. This ain't the first hearing. You feel me? But in light of what has happened, they're playing a real dirty game with him right now, because now they decided to put him in jail. This man didn't went to how many child support hearings? He didn't send his lawyer to how many child support hearings? And they still ain't put him in jail. Now they want to put him in jail. That's kind of suspect to me. So it's not that it's necessarily Drea. Go ahead, babe.
I was gonna say also, Drea is not a victim. Drea is not a victim, because let me tell you something. Drea was with R. Kelly from day one. Day one. Drea was in that was in those tour buses with other women. R. Kelly been doing this from day one. He been running women from day one. He always had a group of little women. And Drea was one of those women. She was one. She kind of like the girlfriend that lasted. She went through all the other girls. Now she was the last one standing. So he ended up marrying her. So she know about all the threesomes and all this. She know about all that stuff. she's very disingenuous.
Yeah.
Disingenuous.
I sense that from her too.
And if anybody, if you really want to think about, if anybody's really the victim, I hate to say it, but it's R. Kelly. He's the victim.
Nah, bruh. I can't co-sign that.
He's getting victimized.
Nah.
He is getting totally victimized. The underneath stuff, he should
Call in, Chipper.
Whatever he did for that. But these people preyed on this man. Come on now, they preyed on him.
Nah, homie, I can't.
They
I can't co-sign that right there because R. Kelly, we was rocking with you too. Let me tell you something. R. Kelly is a predator, bruh. Okay, and what's cold about it, you know, yeah, sure, there's parents out here who were pimping their kids out and sending them to him because it was so easy. It didn't seem like R. Kelly even really had a type. Matter of fact, it seemed like the more average you was, the more he was into you type deal. So people were sending the kids his way. All right. He's dead ass wrong. Let's not make no mistake. He's definitely not a victim. Matter of fact, he thought he was going to be able to go his whole career carrying on about this or about like this way and that it would never affect him. And now it's all coming back to affect him and it's all piling on at one time. And I truly believe he's shell shocked, right? Because in his mind, he's probably thinking it was never a problem. All these years I've been doing it, it was never a problem. Now it's a problem. But, you know, the stuff that he's been having these girls do on film, whether they were willing.
So you don't think, let me tell you something. I think he's most definitely he's a predator, but you don't think that these women were victimizing him because come on now, these women extorted him out of money, hemming him up where he had to pay. That's why the man is broke. The man is tricked off all his money. He completely tricked off all his money on all these women. They could be young, old,
by choice.
You can look at the range of women. It's just not young women too. He messing with age women too. It's young women. It's just women in general. I think his preference. I think his preference is probably younger girls. That's his how can I say his preference. But I think he messed with all kind of women. I think he messed with young women, old women, because at one time he was messing with the Chicago Bulls basketball player wife. He was messing with her.
Well,
so this man has had a crazy sex life. Even he said it in the Gayle interview. He done had a crazy life. I think he likes his little, dessert is probably young girls or whatever else, and that's what got him into the deep trouble that he's in. But I think all these women were to a certain extent exploiting him, especially these two girls right now. These girls are not being held hostage. These two young ladies, they like traveling, they like the money, they like the attention, but also what they really want, they're hoping that they can be the next Aaliyah. Those girls want to be those girls want to be famous. That's what they do. They want to be famous. But the sad part is that R. Kelly is not going to ever make them famous. He's hanging that carrot above them because he wants control. I would agree something is wrong. I mean, he's a sick person, but at the same time, both parties are trying to manipulate and use each other. I think it's a case where everybody's trying to use everybody. Mm-hmm. And R. Kelly, the one he's supposed to be the big dummy, but he's outsmarting everybody. He's totally outsmarting everybody. He's not as dumb as everybody think he is.
Yeah, he is.
He's probably the smart. I think he's the smartest one because he knows that those people want something, so they have to come to him to get it. And he's dangling this little carrot above their head, and they're reaching for it, but they never get a chance to reach it. Because you got to ask yourself, they can leave.
Call in, Chipper.
They can leave anytime they want to.
Call in.
The parents are begging them to come back. Why do they not want to come back? It's because R. Kelly is a musical genius, and they want to be the next Aaliyah.
Hey, is this Chip Chipper? Hello. 2012. Yeah, turn down your background, please.
I didn't want to overtalk the gentleman that was just speaking.
That's okay, babe. What's good?
Okay, I live down the street from where Kelly was doing his trolling for 20 years.
Yeah.
No joke. Every Saturday, they catch his white business down there at the high school. I don't want to say the school's name. He was out there. He was out there after school. When they do it for McDonald's, then he moved his pimping down to the McDonald's. He's been pimping and doing irregular activities since he was pretending to be Stevie Wonder down in the subways of Chicago before he got home. So let's just dispel the notion that he's innocent of anything. I saw it with my own eyes.
Okay.
I think right now, I don't think he's broke. It might be because when you're doing that much stuff and you ain't bringing it in, it's potentially. But what I think is actually trying to happen, I think that lawyer I think he's being deliberately bad. Meaning, if he jacks that case up enough, it leaves some wiggle room for an appeal. Because right now, I'm telling you, him up lock tight. They got to create a possible reform. And frankly, he needs to pay that child support. Whether overall with shenanigans or not, you know he got 3 kids. You know if you play it, you'll baller. Act like a baller. Pay like a baller.
Hey, do you have me on speaker?
No, I don't have you on speaker.
Okay. So so you're saying that, so whose lawyer is trying to set up an appeal? Is it R. Kelly's lawyer or is it Avenatti?
R. Kelly's lawyer.
Okay, so you're trying to go ahead.
I don't think that you can be that bad by accident. I mean, he has been so blatantly, poorly representing him. I can only think that he's doing it on purpose.
That's what I said. No, well, here's the thing. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or not, but I agree. He is poorly representing R. Kelly, and that's what I keep trying to tell people. I'm like, I don't know what kind of game this is, but to me, it just doesn't look good. And when you have the prosecutor sitting up here telling you how you should act as a defense attorney, I'm just like, bruh, like, what's going on? Does he need to dump this lawyer? And you said, well, he's trying to leave some wiggle room for an appeal. Do you think this lawyer is even like fully invested in what's going on?
Probably not, because the other thing that I found interesting is the lawyer pretty much told y'all that he's working for free.
Ooh, I didn't know that. So, okay. Because I played that clip a little bit earlier. And I was like, bruh, the way the lawyer is talking, he's making it seem like R. Kelly is just broke. Like, he's giving us information we shouldn't even know about his client, right? And it rubbed me the wrong way.
Exactly.
Right. So okay. So he's so you think in so many words, he was really saying, I'm not even getting paid.
Exactly.
Girl, you know what? Let me tell you something. That changes some things for me. I mean, I'm still on the right track with my frame of thinking, but understand, if that is what's going on, that lawyer is definitely not invested, because I kept saying, okay, why does he just fire the lawyer and get another one? He probably can't. He's probably stuck with this dude, and the dude is going to have to work pro bono, and R. Kelly's on some type of, I'll do shows and get you your money in like 3 shows type deal. You never know what deal they have set up.
Right.
Girl.
We don't know who that lawyer, somebody might have a foot on that lawyer.
Yeah.
We don't know who that lawyer owes or whose favor he owes. He may be there under duress. Like, I'm going to do this because I have to do this, but look here. He broke as a joke. I ain't saying he's guilty, but he ain't coming up with y'all's money. So, because either it's a tactic or he really don't want to be there. And he really don't care.
That's what I was gonna say. Even if he has like a retainer on it or whatever, he really don't want to be there. It sounds like he don't have a lot of faith that he's gonna win this trial. That's what it sounds like.
No, he's not gonna win that trial. He might get off on appeal some kind of way of making sign a loophole later on, but I think he's gonna lose this because I think to put it in, I think they're gonna OJ him. It's just like you don't need to get off on one thing. You're just gonna keep coming. Kelly's going to jail for something.
Yeah.
He's going to jail for something. I don't care if his dog fights. He's going to jail for something.
For something, huh? That's what I said. That's what I said, girl. I was like, you know what? I don't think he's going to come out of this. Like, because, even if I'm just looking at like how everything went down the first time around, I was like, that was a technicality. He really got lucky that time. Because if old girl had sat out there and said it was her, would you say that?
Somebody else.
Pretty much. And he kept her around because they was talking about how the girl was still in the picture. Oh, girl. Yeah, he's not getting off this time. I keep trying to tell people, let me take another call, but I want you to hang on, okay? Don't go anywhere, okay?
Okay, I'm here.
And I'm sorry, what was your name? I didn't even catch your name.
I'm One Bright Morning.
One Bright Morning? Okay, babe. 1 second. All right, 8344. 8344. Hi, who's this? This is who?
And this is out of jail all the time. He goes right back to the McDonald's. That is just the rule that is what they're saying. Only Chicago knows. Oh, Milwaukee was hurt to know.
Girl, really quick, you sound muffled.
Is that better?
That's way better. Okay, go for it.
I said he's guilty. If you live in Chicago, they know he's guilty. Like, seeing him at the school, that's something that misery was underlined. He is so blatant with it. Like, songs about it. That whole I did this song, and then, like, even with that interview, like you were saying about his attorney, I couldn't believe they allowed him to do that interview. He should have shut up. He should have not said an interview. He should not have. He started admitting to things that he wasn't even close for.
Girl,
Really think about that interview this morning.
Yeah.
He basically said he brought them girls from their parents.
Well, he didn't say that. But what he alluded to was the fact that those parents pushed those girls off to him. That's what he alluded to.
What he said when the parents sold their children.
Girl, sold them for what though?
That person, not the person, the second one.
The second interview, okay.
That was released.
Okay, they're saying, wait a minute. They're saying that you're muffled. So I'm gonna put you on hold for a minute. I don't know if you have the headset on and what, but I want you to figure that out and I'm gonna be right back, okay? Anonymous caller, is this you, Chip Chipper?
Yeah, it's me, baby.
Hey, Chipper
hey,
in the building. Hi, honey. What's up?
Oh, baby.
I'm good. Okay, Chipper, let's go. You know you like to give it. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to the very beginning.
Okay.
When it comes to Andrea. First of all, she was the ugly girl that was the choreographer that sat back in the back
and
went through everything. She knew everything that was going on. She participated in everything going on. She was just there from the beginning. Then he met Aaliyah. He married Aaliyah. He divorced Aaliyah. Well, got annulled. Then, in 9 months, he married Andrea. So Andrea was there from the beginning and knows everything that was going on and participated in everything. Because let's be clear, when you go out to bring in girls into a sex slave industry, they use women to lure those young ladies, because a girl is more apt to talk to a female
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's always had female recruiters around to bring those chicks in. Then when dudes start talking all that mess about he's a victim and what else was that dude saying? He said he was a victim.
Yeah.
R. Kelly was a victim. R. Kelly was so much smarter or whatever. Let me tell you something. The first time he got away with it was only because Sony was backing him. And when the industry is backing you and they can make billions off of you and pay you high millions, they will surround you with the most powerful, the most influential people in the law industry.
Right.
That can work deals out. Because let's be clear, deals are not worked out in the courtroom.
Yeah.
They're worked out at the country club. They're worked out at the on the golf course. They're worked out at dinner, and then they bring the deal into the courtroom. He said that first girl that he urinated on, he sent her overseas for 9 years. So they didn't have a witness to cooperate.
Damn.
Bring her in.
Okay, Chipper, you telling me a whole bunch of stuff I didn't even know.
Oh yeah. See, I told you this will take it all the way back to the beginning.
Okay.
But as far as this, he's done.
That's what I keep saying. I'm like, it's over. I don't see how. I mean, Houdini couldn't get him out of this one. I'm gonna let you know right now. It's over. It's over.
Because he doesn't have a powerful record industry behind him anymore.
So who was it that just dropped him? Was it Sony? Okay. Oh, child. So you think Sony saw this coming and they was like, you know what, it ain't even worth the backing.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me bring Mr. Plex.
He's completely broke. He's not having money. They've been watching him for about 2 years. So therefore, if he was to hide money and do wire transfers, they would have him.
Yeah.
He completely has no money. He's done.
You said somebody say yes. Andrea knows everything. She cried. Me too. So her ASS wouldn't get charged too. Okay.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Hey, I think that too. I think Andrea knows a lot more, bruh. And then somebody was saying that they was like, when you the wife, you get treated worse. So he had you on all fours, like he had the rest of them girls on all fours. You was down there in that dungeon, getting it cracking with the rest of them in that Colorado room.
She didn't even have a key to her own house,
bruh.
She didn't have a key. She had to deal with the servant. The servants had to let her in and let her out at her own home.
What the F? Let me see. Sony.
There's a lot going on with that.
My kiddo says Sony knew about it. Oh yeah, I think Sony definitely knew about it. Like I said, they let him go before any of that stuff could go down. They released him and was like, "We're not dealing with it. We're separating ourselves. You're on your own."
Exactly. And once the power of a record industry leaves you,
okay,
you don't have no power.
Mr. Plex, I'm about to bring you back on the line because he's saying Andrea had a key. Hold on. Mr.
Andrea didn't have no key. She said out of her own mouth.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Plex, are you on the line?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What you got to say? Because you sounding off in the chat room. Okay.
First of all, you can't believe everything Andrea says that comes out of her mouth. She's just as complicit as he is. She's very disingenuous, just like Spark was. They were all messing with him. When the money dries up, they start acting funny. At the end of the day, there was an interview with the nutritionist. She said R. Kelly used to give Andrea hundreds of dollars to go make groceries. Because the nutritionist, they had a nutritionist, so she didn't even have to cook. Everything was pampered for her. She had fur coats, driving the nicest, fanciest cars. She lived a pampered life. The nutritionist even said that. She lived a pampered life. So it wasn't no big him some food and all that other stuff. The nutritionist said she didn't see none of that. Because Drea had to take the nutritionist to the grocery store so they could make it. Let me ask you this: who paid the nutritionist? R. Kelly paid.
Okay.
But the nutritionist, she ain't on the payroll now. She ain't on the payroll. She'll have money. So therefore,
I don't believe that.
Money, so therefore she has to go along with the story that she
Thank
has always
you.
been telling.
I think Andrea was a prisoner in her own home.
Come on, bro. I mean, she don't have to go along with the story now. She's not getting paid. R. Kelly, bro. He has dirt on her. I mean, come on. Why would she lie like that? That don't even make any sense. Because she was paid to earn her head all those years. She can't talk now. Everybody else is throwing them under the bus. Everybody else. Why would a polar nutritionist? Why would a polar nutritionist be the only person that not throwing them under the bus? Everybody else hasn't started yet. The witnesses have not even came out and started to tell what they know about him, but it's coming.
It's coming.
Court case. I can agree with you that R. Kelly is no angel. He's no angel. I'm not saying, I do agree with you. Andrea is a big ass liar. I mean, excuse me, I swear. But Andrea is a big liar. You can look at her. You can look at the way, you can look her dead and her fake crying, because she's a skilled crier. But you can look at her in her eyes and tell she's a liar. And you have to remember what you said. Think about it for a second. She watched R. Kelly get with Aaliyah, marry Aaliyah, love Aaliyah, and then she turned around and she 9 months later. You know, she becomes the default. And let me tell you something. Women will hold a grudge. Women will hold a grudge for a long time, and she probably deep down in her heart, it probably becomes Aaliyah and not her. She probably did that. Because he did it because she was the choreographer. He chose Aaliyah as the wife. Once that was a no, then he married her 9 months later. So like you said, she was the default. I agree with that. And I agree that she is no angel, and I do agree that Sparkle is no angel, and I do agree that some of those young ladies in the camp, their parents handed them over to him with the prospects that, okay, he's going to make another Aaliyah. There will never be another Aaliyah. There will never be another Michael Jackson. There will never be another Prince.
They're saying, okay, really quick, they're saying that Aaliyah's family owns all of R. Kelly's music.
That's right. Because that's how they stopped that Wendy Williams tragic movie that she made.
Dang.
Yeah. It wasn't R. Kelly that stopped the music from being played in the movie. It was Aaliyah's family, because Aaliyah's family owns her masters.
Bruh, this is wild to me. Like, honestly, I mean, could it get any more hood than this? Like, I just honestly, when you think about like all the dirt that like you hear about like in like just hood tales, right? All the dirt that's swept under the rug. This is that times 1,000. Like, this is a media nightmare. This is so embarrassing to watch, bruh. And
wait a minute. Have you read the Johanna Pace book? Have you read that book?
No, I haven't read the book. What's she talking about?
7. You got to read that book. She tells all of R. Kelly's filthy little dirty secrets that he's not allowing. You know what I mean? She told how she had to use a dildo on him. He showed her how to use it. How she had to put a strap on and use it on him. It was a 9-inch yellow strap on. Tasha K did the interview. You can go back and listen to Tasha's. Yeah, the girl said that she walked in on R. Kelly receiving head from his boyfriend who had been around for 9 years. It's a lot of dirt.
Bro! See, let me tell you something. I'll have to check it out. Okay, contrary to popular belief, I don't watch all of Tasha K's videos, especially. Well, it's
right now. You can go reference it on your.
Well, wait a minute. We're not worried about that right now. I'll check that out later. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of a show right now, and because okay, let me tell you something. You know, and I saw this coming because okay, they said the one girl, right? They had her dressing up like a boy to be his little boy toy. Remember that in the documentary?
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that crap.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I remember that.
And I knew when they said that right there, I was like, okay, does R. Kelly have like homosexual tendencies, low key? Because if he's been having sex, first of all, he started off being molested, right? He had like he had a relationship with a teacher. Supposedly, male members in the family was also molesting him.
Exactly, that's what they, yeah.
So
that's
he's
the kind of stuff that's not making it to the news.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, he started off with like a lot of sexual experience under his belt, and you know, and then on top of that, you become like a freaking celebrity. Okay, so then that sexual appetite keeps escalating to the point of taboo, right? So I was like, okay, so the fact that he has a boyfriend just solidified what I actually thought when I heard that he was dressing that girl up like a little boy, but he had a full-on boyfriend.
That's what that girl Johanna said, Johanna Pace. That's what she said in her book.
That's crazy
and
as
also
hell.
in the Tasha K interview, because Tasha K interviewed her.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Let me see. Let me see what the chat is talking about. They said talk about the book. Andrea is doing a book as we speak right now. She bragging about it. Okay, so Andrea's writing a book too. I bet she is. Okay. You said I remember that interview.
Now she knows there's no money for her to get, so she's trying to capitalize and ride this way until the end.
I'm still tripping off the fact that this fool showed up to court with $60K and they still locked him up. That's insane to me.
Yeah, like I said once before, they're cashing R. Kelly out. They're cashing him out. Well, he cashed himself out. Well, you can say that as well, but they can't. He is completely. They're cashing him out, and not only are they cashing him out, the industry is cashing him out, but all the maggots are coming on him, getting every little bits and pieces they can off him. All the accusers, Drea, and even and let me tell you something. Those two girls that are sitting there with him by his side, they're no victims.
Absolutely not.
Along with the ride, hoping to get what they can get to. The only reason why they're there is so they can get what they can get to, because they don't love R. Kelly. They'll turn on R. Kelly in a minute.
And another thing,
because they want to be the next Aaliyah. Everybody wants to say there will never be another Aaliyah. They tried that with what's her name down in Sierra. They tried it with Sierra. There will never be another Aaliyah.
They said the parents.
Another Michael Jackson.
They said the parents gave them to him. I absolutely believe that, especially in the case of these two girls. And now they're salty because this fool, you know, you always hear all of that crap that guys say, and they're like, oh, I want to grow with her father in her life and stuff. But R. Kelly proved it don't matter if you grew up in a 2-parent household or a 1-parent household, he will still snatch your daughter up and she won't come back home. And they're salty about it. Okay, in regards to those situations, but you know, I obviously with him messing with underage girls, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, he's definitely going to have to answer to that. But for all these grown-ass women, there was one lady who had a whole DJ job and she had kids and everything, and she left everything to go and be like his main recruiter. Remember her? The DJ lady?
Yep.
And she was like in her 30s at the time. So it's not even about the age. I think initially when R. Kelly started off with that particular interest or that type of sexual appetite, I think he thought what he was looking for was a young girl. But he probably ran into some young girls who were like defiant or rebellious or wasn't into like his whole routine. So I think a little bit later on, it clicked to him that, okay, I'm not looking for, you know, a young girl. I'm looking for a submissive type of girl. I'm looking for a certain personality trait. And that's what he's attracted to. So now he can honestly say like, oh, I'm attracted to all women. No, he's attracted to a certain type of woman, and that's a woman that's going to make him hit like their sun god. You feel me? So, bruh, this was hella eye-opening. Hey, Chip Chipper, you know what? I'm so happy. Let me tell you something. You got the bell on this channel, and everybody hit the like. Let me tell you something. It only takes a second to hit the like. Chipper, I'm glad you came through because I don't go. I don't know if you still call the.
Let me tell you what was happening to me.
Yeah.
It was a hashtag in the pen, and I kept hitting the hashtag in the pen when I should have just put the pen in.
Oh. I was like, damn, it's taking him forever to call in, low key. Yo, you funny as hell. Hey, let me read some of these comments real quick. Go ahead.
I was gonna say one more thing. The sad part about this is, at the end of the day, R. Kelly ended up killing himself. He and brother, they interviewed his brother, and his brother said, if R. Kelly goes to jail, he's gonna kill himself.
Oh, is that right?
Weak person, man. But when R. Kelly is a weak person,
he is. Hey, he is a weak person. He's a weak person.
There was never a tear that dropped out of his face.
Nah. Let me tell you something. Nah, bruh. This on the thumbnail. On the thumbnail, you can see how watery his eyes was. He really had a breakdown.
Yeah, I think he's breaking down too. I think it might be a little bit over. Yeah, it might be a little bit of acting, but I'm telling you, if he goes to jail, it's over for him because you got to understand something too. If R. Kelly goes to jail, then he's going to be labeled as a child molester, even though he's not really a pedophile. He's just messing with 14, 15, 16-year-old girls. They'll be underage girls. They don't consider him as a pedophile, so he's now going to have to be in protective custody. You're going to have people thinking he still have money, so now you're going to have the extortion. People are going to be trying to extort him for money. That's right. And then people are going to be trying to rape him, and then you got to understand something too. He makes all love songs and freaky songs, so people are going to be talking about how they're going to be raping him over his songs.
Yeah, you know what?
Imagine getting raped by your own music. Yeah, but they ain't gonna want him. He's too old. They'll have him sing for him.
No, but hey, on a serious note, let me chime in real quick. On a serious note, I said the same thing. I said, you know what? If he goes to jail, the people who he's gonna, let's say he does go to jail, he'll probably link up with some dudes in there to protect him, and then those dudes are gonna end up extorting him, right? Or they might end up raping him and blackmailing him with that. Like, that's a horrible situation for R. Kelly to be in, and it's not far-fetched to think that he might cause harm to himself if he gets convicted and sent to jail. Okay, they're gonna have him on suicide watch. Okay, matter of fact, I can envision after what happened on the Gayle King little interview, I can envision that once they read the verdict, you're guilty, he's gonna have an outburst in court and he's gonna fall out and it's gonna all hell gonna break loose. Okay, like this is what's coming. This is what's coming. Yeah. Ooh, let me tell you something. Go ahead.
If you guys remember when they arrested him on his first case, they arrested him in Florida. They caught him in Florida. Go look up the pictures of when he was before the judge in the orange. Oh, he looked crazy. He looked crazy. He was crying. He was a man, a man without hope. I'm telling you, after the braids was undone, he looked crazy.
And that's another thing. That's another reason why that interview that he did with Gayle is so damaging, because let's say he does go to jail, everybody, even his own brother has come out and talked about how this dude is essentially a crybaby. That's not going to do anything to his street credibility while he's in prison. Everybody's going to be trying this dude. Oh my God. The more I think about it.
Gang members now. And they are going to get with him.
Oh my God. Ooh.
He's going to have to end up, he's probably going to end up having to be in protective custody for his whole entire Not for a long time, because if they come out in different population, he's gonna be fooled. Yeah, he's gonna be fooled.
Oh yeah, because yeah, like I said, this is going to definitely be a snow, an avalanche, if you will. Okay, it's going to be a straight domino effect, because you're absolutely right. And I'm glad I got you two on the phone, because now I'm thinking about all the possibilities, because once they indict him criminally on this, that's when the lawsuits are going to pour in. If he was, let me tell you something, if he's broke now, he's going to be in a deficit when it's all said and done. They're about to
prison labeled as a child molester.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Not something you want to carry into the prison system.
Yeah. So when Michael Avenatti is sitting up there talking about, see, this is, I feel like I need to play that again. When this dude is sitting up here and
he's actually representing several of those young ladies that are bringing the charges to.
Right. Right. Would you guys in here? Give me a second. Let me play his part. That dude went clean the F off, and everything he said rang so true. Michael Avenatti, he was sitting up there addressing R. Kelly's defense lawyer. And he was like, bruh, instead of coming for me or throwing insults at me or, you know, calling the victims liars, you need to be defending R. Kelly, because R. Kelly is in the fight for his life right now. Like, he said that. And when he said that, it hit me like a ton of bricks, because yeah, you know, people get desensitized to this type of stuff. It's like, oh, he might go to jail. No, you don't understand what's about to happen to R. Kelly. Not only is he going to go to jail, he's going to get sued. Then he's going to get sued. He's going to go to jail. He might possibly get victimized in jail. He's going to be extorted. He's going to be alone. Do you understand? Like, this is a kind of a big deal. And, you know, even the Geronda Pace came out, and I don't know if you saw, like, I guess she tweeted something, or she made some sort of post to the effect of, you know, it's all starting to hit me now. I don't even think R. Kelly deserves to go to jail. I just think he needs help. They need to put him in a mental facility and give him 24/7 evaluation. It's even starting to hit her.
An example of the Stockholm syndrome, when you fall in love with your abuser, or you
right. But is it okay? But listen to what I'm saying. After all of this has come to light, and even if she's coming out and she's saying, okay, you know what, now that all of this is cracking off, let me just say this. I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't think he deserves to go to prison, but I do think something needs to happen. Do you think that's Stockholm, or do you think that's her speaking on the true nature of R. Kelly? Like, she was the only one that was allowed to go home every night. She was allowed to go home, to leave his house, go back to her grandmother's house, and come back in the morning. She was the only victim that was allowed to go and leave and go home and come back without anybody following her or anything. That's it. You said that one caller is really trying to make him a victor. Who are you talking about, Kimber?
The young man that's on the phone.
Let me tell you something. It's not that we're even trying to make him. Yeah, don't even. Let me say this.
I'm trying to make R. Kelly a victim of anything, but everybody plays a part in this situation. You know, if you want to say those people are victims, R. Kelly is a victim as well, from being molested as a child, from falling into that situation, also being victimized monetarily. It's obvious he's not the greatest business person. So the people along his career. Let me tell you something. R. Kelly is the king of R&B. R. Kelly should be worth more than Jay-Z.
Yeah.
R. Kelly should be worth more. No, because Jay-Z is not solely relying on music for his wealth. He's a businessman. He's in several lanes of business. R. Kelly just a singer. Listen to what I'm saying. You don't think those lanes, and I'm looking at those lanes too. And if you don't think if R. Kelly was smart enough, he would have jumped into those other lanes. He's very illiterate. He doesn't even know how to read. That's my point. I'm saying if normal person, he could be sitting on as much money as Jay-Z. He's not. He's broke. He's the opposite. He's the opposite of Jay-Z. Because he used all his money to fight cases. He's used all his money to fight cases. He used his money to surround himself with handlers to go out and get these young girls and a team of people around him to protect him, to do all the dirt. So that's where all his money has been going.
Let me wait a minute. Let me chime in real quick. Chipper, you just said something hella real, and give me a second, Mr. Plex, because you said some real stuff too, and I just want to talk about it. Okay, back to what Mr. Plex said. He said he's a victim too because he was molested as a child. And do you know that's something that bothers me about this whole thing? It's like, okay, this dude never got, and that's why I guess the whole mental health talk now is so important. This dude never got help for those unresolved issues. And that's if his lawyer, let me tell you something. R. Kelly is going to go to jail for this. If his lawyer is smart, he will play up the fact that R. Kelly was a victim in his childhood. So at the very least, R. Kelly can get probation, or he could get some sort of house arrest, or he can go to a facility. You feel me? If we're talking about his well-being, his lawyer will play up the fact, this whole thing. Let me tell you something. If they go into this whole thing where the lawyer is just like, deny, it's not going to work. And on top of that, you're going to lose the public, okay? Because the public's court opinion is the reason why he's even here, okay? That documentary touched so many people. It touched that prosecutor. It touched the general attorney, who all them people who are involved in making this go down. This is what we're dealing with. He needs to play up on the fact that he was abused as a child. I'm letting you know right now. Otherwise, they're not going to be remorseful. They're going to throw him to the wolves, and it's going to be tragic. He's going to off himself. Okay?
Well, because he never admits his wrong,
He's going to have to change it up. That's what I'm saying. He needs a whole crisis team right now. The publicist ain't going to cut it. And the lawyer is not going to cut it. Okay? He needs some people who can come in and tell him how to dress, how to talk, when and if he can blink. Okay? When to cry. And they need to play up on the fact that he was molested as a child and that he too is a victim. Now, let's go on to what you said, Chipper. Okay, so Mr. Plex was talking about him being a victor. And then what were you talking about just now? Damn. It was good.
Also, you got to remember, too, not only was he a victim as a child, but think about it for a second. Okay, he's R. Kelly. He's famous R. Kelly. He has all these people working with him. But not one of these people said, hey, man, you can't be doing this. Let me or turn him in or do anything because they were paid to go along. That's
right.
They wanted the money. So they wanted the money. So they were victimizing him as well.
That's another thing. That's another thing that I wanted to touch on. Thank you for reminding. You're absolutely right. R. Kelly didn't act alone. He didn't recruit these girls by himself. He didn't hide all the dirty details. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing with the tour manager. I'm like, I don't understand how they're not investigating him. And he sat up there on a documentary and admitted to forging a marriage license. Okay,
they're all going through depositions as we speak. Trust me.
This is deep, bruh. This is
they are going
deep.
Through depositions and giving all their testimony as we speak.
This is going to be.
They're going to be threatened that they're going to be charged if they don't cooperate. And you trust and believe every single man, every single woman that's been around him for years, even the nutritionist, she gonna tell what she knows for real. Hey,
Kimber, call in, Kimber. Are you on the line? Kimber, call in, because you know what? You sounding off, and I'm messing with some of the stuff you saying, okay? Call in and be a part of this. Let me tell you something. the more I think, no, honestly, the more that I think about it, because, you know, I went into this on some like, you know, F it. I hope he gets what he deserves. But the more that I think about it, the more I'm sad for him. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm just a good person or if I'm soft or what it is, but I am sad for R. Kelly, bruh. I'm sad that he's been allowed to.
They know they have institutions and jails, actual jails for the criminally insane, so they're just sending them to one of those.
I don't know, bruh. Okay, you said 7. Read these comments. Okay, Tasha K interviewed his brother Kerry. Okay, I saw that. I saw where they interviewed the brother Kerry. Okay, most victims don't go on to molest. Okay, we don't know that. Okay, listen, there's not enough data in this world, especially in regards to the Black community, to know if it goes down like that. Now, on a lower level, let's say R. Kelly was not on some, you know, let's say he wasn't, you know, this huge R&B singer. Let's just say he was a regular dude who worked at Radio Shack or something. You feel me? He's the guy who would be trying to get at his girlfriend's daughter. Okay, because that's still going on around here. Okay, he would be that guy, but because he is, you know, this huge, do we call him an icon? You know, because he's an icon, he has, you know, he has access to so much more than the regular sexual deviant does. Okay, so it's insane. Let me see. You said, Tasha, wait a minute. He has been doing this for years. He will not get off this time. The judge has already been given notice to throw the book at him. Goodbye, R. Kelly. My kiddo, bro.
Yeah, and that's why the judge, even for the child support case, the judge wanted all the money, $160,000.
Nick Austin says it's Kelly's turn according to Hollywood standards.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Example.
Hey,
example.
You know what? Tomorrow I want to do a show on Neverland, and I want everybody to do their research, watch all the videos, watch it on demand, and I want to have a full-on show on Leaving Neverland because, you know, that is very interesting to me too. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not going to be a part of that because I hate that they keep messing with this man.
Yeah, you know what? It's very, you know, and can I tell y'all something? That documentary flopped. You know, they said,
you know, I don't believe that Michael D. I know he was a little weird and some of the things were uncomfortable, but I don't think he molested these kids.
Okay, so Kimber said not all victims grow up and molest. No, that's true. Okay, you said R. Kelly has been doing this since we were in high school. He needs to end. Let's get funky with it. Now they trying to do a reboot of Space Jam. I can believe I can fly. Come on. I believe I can fly. Come on. I'm thoroughly disgusted. I don't know about you. Mr. Plex, you still on the line? Mr. Plex? Okay.
Yes. Are you from Chicago?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
There's a lot of people that have been saying stuff that actually are from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they know the history of R. Kelly because I mean, you know, it's not like you gotta realize when R. Kelly came out, there wasn't a lot of stars. I mean, back then in the 90s. If you made it big, you know, I mean, there was only a few R&B stars, really stars out there at the time. So if you came from a city, you know, everybody was gonna know you. You was gonna represent the city.
Hey, let me bring something to y'all attention real quick. Kimber Monique just said also both him and Jussie are in the court system. Both of them are not getting off. Is Chicago trying to flex right now, bruh? Is Chicago trying to flex, bruh? Do they have something to prove? Because we all know they're one of the most corrupt police organizations in the entire world. Is Chicago PD trying to flex right now with these entertainers? I'm asking. That was a question.
I think it's just a coincidence. But they will. I think at the end of the day, Jesse is gonna, he's gonna probably get away. But poor R. Kelly, they got him. They got the barbecue sauce ready for him. They got the grill all warmed up. So they just looking for the seasoning. Once they put that seasoning on them, then they gonna set them on that grill. Start laying that barbecue sauce on them. It's gonna be a wrap. So you gotta understand how law works. Law works when you are. That's why it's called justice. Just for the right person.
Yeah.
And when you have a powerful entity as a music industry behind you that can get the best lawyers, and like I said, deals are not made in court. Deals are made at the country club, on the golf course, at dinner, and then they bring the deal into the courtroom. This stuff behind the scenes, when it's a court case. I mean, that's just the way it is. If I was on Kelly, I'd try to lead the country.
Hey, Nick Austin.
They took his passport.
Nick Austin, I don't know who you are.
He ain't got no money to get away, and his face is too recognizable. Come on now.
Yeah.
He gotta get out of jail too, Ron. Yeah. Well, you know what? That is true. That's why they probably locked him back up because let me tell you something. If I knew the walls are closing in on me like that, I'm leaving. He could easily smuggle. He could smuggle out of Mexico, and once he gets to Mexico, he could take a flight there to be around. They ain't got no money to do all that, bro. He ain't got no money.
No, they took his passport. See, here's the thing.
He got some money. I don't think R. Kelly is completely flat broke. R. Kelly has money. R. Kelly has some funds. He doesn't have get me out of trouble funds. He doesn't have food will sit in jail. If you got money, what food will sit in jail 1 hour more than they have to?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. $160,000 is a lot of money. I don't care who it is. You just said he has money. You said you think he has money. I said he has funds. Funds could be.
Well, don't forget. Wait a minute. Don't forget. Okay, hello. Don't.
Say he has $250,000. Say he has $250,000.
Okay. Let's just stop real quick.
Okay, say he has $250,000. Why would he say that's all the money he has to his name? Okay, why would he give up? Why would he give up 100? I'm not saying that he should or he could. I would. Are you trying to say something, Seven? Are you trying to say something, Seven?
Well, I was just trying to say, didn't he show up with $60K in cash?
The judge told him that they wanted all $160,000.
Right.
He did have that amount, but they told him they want all $160,000, or you gonna sit here. That's it. And think about this also. Think about this for a second too. Yeah, R. Kelly was just on tour. On tour sometime last year. And R. Kelly's been touring for the last couple of years. He's been owing this money for a minute. He had plenty of. He's made enough money on tour to pay off that stuff. He just doesn't want to pay it. He'll sit his funky butt in jail. Yeah, he's a nigga. He don't want to pay. He like most dudes. Most dudes out here, they don't want to give because that $160,000 that he can pay on child support, he can take that money and trick off on Jocelyn and those other little girls. Because how is he flat broke? And they going out in Beverly Hills shopping and they going places and he wearing new suits and going here and going there. He not flat broke. He got money. He just don't have the money that most people would assume that he has. He has some money. He just doesn't have the money that he should have.
But listen,
flee. Plus, it takes money to survive once you flee.
But listen to what his lawyer said. Wait a minute.
I would agree with that to a certain extent. When you trying to flee, You know, wherever you go, if you don't have a dime to your name, as long as you flee, that's all that counts. When you trying to flee, you just need enough money to get out of there. Once you get wherever you gonna go, you'll think of something big. And it doesn't take $200,000 to flee. You can flee. You probably can flee for about 50 grand. But you gotta have ID. You gotta have ID. You gotta have ID to get a hotel room or to get an apartment. It's not hard to flee. I mean, it's extremely hard to flee.
Let me.
If you leave the courts,
Hello. Really quick.
They're gonna put a trail on him.
Okay, really quick. Let me just say something real quick. Because some of the people are talking. Kimber Monique said he not getting out of the U.S. His arrogant ass should have stayed so long. Somebody said Fan bailed him out, right? The first time around, right? First time she put like 25K on it, I believe. Okay. The numbers, I keep hearing mixed about the numbers. Okay. They're saying he probably brought the 60K. Don't know. Okay. Kimber said his fans raising money on Facebook page. And then she said they're telling his supporters to send the money to Cook County directly. Damn. Okay. You said that lady not going to keep bonding his ASS out. Plus, she got bomb threats, and the bomb squad had to come clear her place before she can.
Put that money up. They gave the information of who she was, and she has a daycare, and the daycare was receiving bomb threats.
That's cold-blooded, bruh. You said. Yeah. Wait a minute. You said whoever said he was broke. Nobody's saying he's broke. We're saying how come? I mean, listen to what the attorney said. And I'm talking about his attorney. They're trying to figure out why R. Kelly ain't got the capital to get out. Matter of fact, let me play for you what the attorney said. His own attorney said about him. Okay. Give me a second. Yeah, he dogged him out. Give me a second. Okay, here it is.
Problems. This is someone who should be welcomed at this stage of his career. And through mismanaging, through people hangered on, and bad contracts, bad deals, bad leases like he had in the studio, really doesn't have any money at this point. I don't even think he owns the rights to I Believe I Can Fly.
Did you hear what his own attorney said about him? He's saying this is a person who has had bad contracts, bad deals. He should be wealthy. That's what his attorney is saying. He should be wealthy, but I don't even think he owns the rights to I Believe I Can Fly. This is what the man who is supposed to be representing him said about him in a press conference when he couldn't even get out of jail. Okay. So when somebody sat up there earlier and said, I think the attorney knows he's low-key working for free. I'm starting to sense that too. Whoever said that, okay, you was dead on the money. The attorney don't care.
All he did was receive a retainment fee,
Yeah, but I think he's sitting up here and he's low-key questioning if he's gonna get that other money. I think that's on his mind way more than defending R. Kelly. And that's what, and let me go back to David Avante, because Michael Avante was not playing. Listen to what he said.
Same videotape depicting the same criminal acts at issue in the 2008 trial.
Hold on.
Is an outright lie. Mr. Greenberg knows that the tape does not involve the same acts at issue in the 2008 trial. As I referenced yesterday, that tape, which we provided earlier this month, includes 2 scenes shot on 2 separate days at Mr. Kelly's home. It does not separate and apart from those which he was charged with in 2008. Any basic criminal defense lawyer and even many non-lawyers understand that concept.
Giving up all the
Mr. Greenberg's client is in a fight for his life.
Okay.
Mr. Greenberg.
Michael Levante just said your client is in a fight for his life. And instead of throwing insults at me, instead of throwing insults at the victims, you need to be more concerned with defending your client because he's in the fight of his life. That is what Michael Avenatti said about him. I can't get over it, bruh. I cannot get over it. Oh my God, bruh. It's over for R. Kelly. Somebody said, hi, Seven. Hi, Manny. How you doing, babes? Nick Austin said he's going for fame right now. Who, the lawyer? You think the lawyer's trying to get his fame up? You said he lost his houses via foreclosure, was living in the studio, and now living in a damn hotel. Who, R. Kelly? R. Kelly's living in a hotel right now? Don't tell me that.
Trump Chicago.
Buh! Oh, he's really broke. Understand what I'm saying?
Trump Chicago.
Yeah, he's broke. Okay, let me tell you something. If he can manage to get out, do you even think anybody would book him right now for a show out there? Do you think he could book anywhere? Okay, what's the stipulations? He can't leave the country, but can he still, travel across the U.S.? You know,
he can't leave the county. He can't leave the county unless he gets clearance. So if he's in Cook County, like they keep saying, he can't even get out of Cook County.
Damn. You said, I'm trying to give them 70 years. Oh, and trying to give them 70 years. You said, yo, baby, I'm in here. Hi, Russell, babes. You said he lost. Okay, we read that. He said, everybody want to be Johnny Cochran, Shapiro, Michael Jackson's lawyer. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. Michael Jackson's lawyer ain't no motherfucking joke. I'm going to tell you right now. And I'm talking about that old
Johnny
white
Cochran.
man. No, not Johnny Cochran. I'm talking about the other dude. There's in the most recent documentary, there's this dude. He's tall, he's pale white, and he has this long white hair. And when I tell you he can still recount that trial like it was yesterday, I was like, bro, oh, he ain't no joke. That's the type of killer that R. Kelly needs, but it's too late for him now. He ain't got the money. He ain't got the money. You said high profile lawyers, they all want to reach that level. And then you said how many? Well, the only way he's going to reach, let me tell you something. The only way he can even reach that level is if he gets R. Kelly out of this, which I highly doubt. Like I said, they need to be strategic about this, and they really need to play up the fact that this dude is suffering mentally, and he's never gotten help for the fact that he was victimized himself as a child, if he even has a chance. You know me, I don't care if I don't like you or not. I'm going to still throw you a bone. Like, look, you need to do it like this. Go ahead, Chipper.
No, I was just saying that retainment fees for a high-profile lawyer are in the hundreds of thousands, not 10,000, not 5,000, like a regular person.
Oh yeah.
But you know what though? In this whole situation, yes, R. Kelly was somewhat of a victim, but at the same time, this whole situation is really a tragic story. You know how somebody can rise to the top and then fall. So we have to look at that also. He did it to himself. We know.
Okay, really quickly, I had to mute them real quick, and I'll bring them back on. Before your comment disappears, Manny said, I'm sorry, but I just can't be an apologist for R. Kelly's many crimes. I do think there's a lot of money involved in backdoor politics, but we can't forgive him for his sins against Black women. I absolutely agree with you too. Wait a minute. No, stop it. Nick Austin, we're not timing him out. We're not doing it. Hold on. Okay, you know what? I can't reverse that, Nick, but please don't leave. I don't understand. Why did Nick get timed out? Why did he get timed out, Milagros? Come on now. All right, let me unmute you guys. Sorry. I had to get that out of there. Nick Austin, if you're still here, don't leave. I think that was an accident, but I'm sorry, boo. Okay? Yeah, she said it was a mistake. All right, go ahead.
All I wanted to say was that Another thing that you guys probably haven't thought about either, well, two things, and then I'm going to get off before that needs to be.
Okay.
R. Kelly, like I said once before, R. Kelly blew so many opportunities. Just as right now, R. Kelly is in this situation where he's fighting for his life. His resources have dried up. He can't tour, nothing. Now, he has two women sitting there right now that he could have written songs for. They both can sing, and he could have been producing these girls. They could have albums out. They could be out making money for him, you know. But yet he chose to keep them by his side so he can have sex with them and do all them freaky things with them, and they not making any money for him. Anything they're sucking money from him. So there's so many times, so many situations where he could have escaped. He wouldn't even be in this. There's so many opportunities where he could have went right, but he continued to go left. And each turn he could have went right. I mean, he could have went left, but he continued to stay on that course. And also when I say he's gonna get cashed out, which y'all fella realize maybe I'm gonna say, mark my word, I would say within the next 5 to 10 years, probably 5 to 10, they're gonna come out with a biopic on R. Kelly. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a nice movie. The industry is gonna make money off them with the movie. I can already see it now. It's probably already been making. Well, I said before the 5 years, they gonna come out with a biopic and make money off of that too. So when I say cash somebody out, that means that they suck all his resources from him, drain them dry, and then they make money off of him as he going into the grave or he going into jail. So they totally cashing him out. They are sucking him dry, where they leave him penniless. They make every last drop of money they can make out of him. They just throw him in the trash. And that's what they doing to Mr. Kelly, unfortunately. But that's his fault.
Hey, hold on real quick. $2012. Can you hear me? Hey, babe. Okay, you're on the line with everybody. What's your name?
Right morning.
Okay, let's talk about it. You've been listening in, right?
Okay, no, I've been sitting back listening in. And the thing of it is that I understand, okay, he was a victim. I don't dispute any of that. The thing, I guess because I have a more up-close view on it, because R. Kelly and my first cousin and I, we all went to high school at the same time.
Yeah.
The thing, and they're a couple of years older than me. Actually, R. Kelly had been kicked out of school by the time I got there, but he still was coming up there. So you know how that works, right? He's always been an outcast, and he always looked crazy. I'm just going to put it point blank. Before, once he got the money and refined it, then it became more palatable when you're a quote-unquote superstar. But take off all that money, put the dust back on, you started damage. The boy was, everybody, they treated him poorly, other than the fact that he could sing. And so he suffered abuse in the situation from his home life, and then also in his social group. So he get beat up a lot. And I honestly think that in his mind, once he got the money and stuff, he thought he was doing some kind of BDSM, consensual, polyamorous type thing. And he reconciled to the fact that these girls that he was doing it with were underage, that wasn't the problem. He operated as if he believed, and still does, in my opinion, that he hasn't done anything wrong. Like he's only saying, I'm sorry, or denying, because he now has got into his thick skull that other people feel is wrong enough to put him in jail for. If that perverted logic makes any kind of sense.
No, I get what you're saying. Go ahead, babe.
No, I mean, he's going down. And he's going to go down because he embarrassed the CPD. You cannot, I tell you, from 40+ years of living in Chicago, you cannot embarrass those people like that. But I want to know is who has what over that lawyer's head that's making him work for him. That was not there voluntarily.
Hey, you know what? Because that could be a possibility. Like, is that lawyer appointed by somebody? And then, you know what? When you say he embarrassed Chicago PD, what do you mean by that? Like, when he got away the first time around, or like what?
These are not. I mean, the charges that he's getting now as superstar R. Kelly are not the first time that he's had charges of this type.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember, Sony was behind him the first time, so that's $1 billion industry with the most powerful lawyers on their team to represent him, to fund him money to send that girl away for 6 years over in Europe, so she did not cooperate. This time he's on his own.
Even before he got caught up as R. Kelly the superstar, when he was younger, there had been accusations again against him from all spots. He didn't just start rubbing on and doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We went to high school with him. He didn't just start rubbing on and being freaky. Everybody knew he was freaky and crazy. And they used to beat him up and talk crazy about him. I mean, like I said, I respect the high school. That's why I went to the name of the school. But it was a known fact. And then you've been kicked out because, which maybe some people there that are culpable too, because why would you put a student out from this conduct and then keep letting them come up there to use the music room? I guess because the music teacher took pity on him. But I mean, this is not a new problem.
Okay, so
it's not a new problem.
So you're saying in essence, R. Kelly was a super predator. Okay.
I am saying that by 100%, and I don't stutter or blink about it. And if you saw him before the money, you can see the crazy dripping off real clear. It wasn't like, okay, you know, once he got polished up, he could hem people up. He could hem people up who didn't know how. It's one thing to just be freaky and nasty. It's a whole other thing when somebody thinks you're freaky, nasty, and dangerous. He was into some high-key, weird stuff. We're talking about mid-80s.
So technically, I guess if you take a insular look at it, you're looking at a pedophile, quote unquote a pedophile, I guess you want to say that, but packaged into a person that could see and had everything going. He had the money, you could see. That's a dangerous weapon. Money provides a way to have people turn their head and look away and accept things. So that's why he surrounded himself with people who didn't chastise him, didn't tell him, no, that's wrong, what you're doing. You know, because everybody was on the payroll. Period. Blank. That's it.
Oh, the other thing that caught my attention was you were already talking about, the nutritionist was, everything was cool, but she was riding to the store with Andrea. That nutritionist was guarding Andrea.
I'm glad you said it.
That's what her job there was. You're a grown woman. Why you need somebody to ride with you to make groceries? If I'm calling out of control, this is a major city. I ain't bothered, and I don't get my own groceries. I go right there, order them up, and they bring them to the store, and I tip, nice and heavy, and smile till next time. Why would Andrea be in a car with a nutritionist going to make some groceries for somebody?
Did you, ma'am, since you was in there, did you not hear that she didn't have a key to her home, and that she could only, the staff wouldn't even associate with her? She couldn't ask the staff.
More like humility.
That's what she said out of her mouth.
What I heard about the situation, because you remember, even before it hit the news, the streets are talking. This Hyde Park area that I'm talking about, I can say the neighborhood. It's a rather insular type of community.
Yes.
Basically, I lived my entire life from cradle until I moved around, and I loved it so much I took my butt back. If you were born and bred Hyde Park, you live for that lake.
All right.
And everybody out there who went to that high school, which most of us did, unless we went to private school, knew what the whispers were still going doing, because there's still some people still partying with him, still clicking with him, still going to the Mag Mouth, going to clubs, everything. No, that girl wasn't, she had no keys, she wasn't driving no car, she wasn't doing nothing. But he owned them. That's what I'm saying. This was some sort of BDSM type club type of thing that's fun. This is the same dude that was trying to get girls in high school to lick dog butts.
Oh my God.
He's been on freak stuff forever. That's what I'm talking about. Crazy gotta look. Wasn't nobody getting close to Kelly?
He got a big money and everybody money. That's what everybody wants to be his friend. He wants to be
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Andrea ain't lying. Andrea just was being his bottom D, and now I don't know if she got regret, remorse, or just but I think that she knew about everything that was going on. I do believe that everything that happened and everything happened. I believe all of that's true. Why she's speaking up now?
I believe she protected herself. I believe the reason why she's speaking up now is so she doesn't get implicated criminally in anything. Now that's what I think.
Oh yeah. I mean that would make sense because honestly, she needs to go to jail. That is the whole fucking thing. She needs to go to jail.
But my question is if R. Kelly was denying Andrea all these things, she was married to R. Kelly. She could have took him for half. Why not take him for half? Especially when he had money. They has nothing. Why not just leave this take him for half? She wants to be around that lifestyle. Come on now.
Exactly. You can come here right now, like poke my eyes and I call CTV and I'm gonna have to prove that you
I look sleepy. I'm reading this whole little thing. I'm waiting for Manny to call in.
Exactly.
She couldn't leave.
Exactly.
Y'all are too funny. Manny, I'm waiting for you to call in and then we're going to wrap it up. You know, it is getting a little late. Hey, but you know what? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's calling. Honestly, this is what I want. I love the open dialogue. Chipper, you're great. For the lady that's on the line, I keep forgetting your name, but you're amazing. Mr. Plex is amazing.
Yeah, she really good bringing it. She bringing it.
Oh, she bringing it. Okay, everyone, give me a second. 1 second. All right, is this Manny?
Yes, how you guys doing?
Hi, babes. Okay, what's going on?
Well, I'm going to say I love your channel. You guys are having a very, very intelligent conversation. I love to see Black people, be able to come together and talk about some real stuff, okay? Now, my biggest thing with this whole case is, we have all these facts. We have all these various sex tapes, all these witnesses, all these victims, and really the real victims here are these young Black women. He has manipulated, he has, tarnished their reputations forever, giving them false hope, giving them false dreams, and he gets into their head, and he, makes them, fall in love with him and accept this horrible behavior that he, gives them. So I think that right now, the real victims are all these young Black women, bottom line, period.
Yeah, you know what? And that's why when you said that, me, I'm the type of person, I can be real soft at times, right? But the reality is, yeah, we're kind of losing focus on the bigger issue here. And it's all of those, young women that he, quote unquote, called himself training, right? Absolutely despicable. And then if you look at the video, it's like, okay, what she was training them to do, catch urine in the mouth? Like, that's disgusting, bruh. That's disgusting.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're losing sight of. So that's why when you said that in the chat, I was like, okay, there it is. And I can appreciate you bringing us back to reality. It's like, yeah, dude definitely needs to pay because, even when he was speaking about it, right? It's like he was so cavalier about it. It was like, oh, I'm training him and, they do what I want him to do. Like he was the pimp.
It's just so unapologetic. It's just like, dude,
you have ruined so many young lives. And, you know, I understand all the background politics, but I mean, Seven, I mean, like, he has, you know, affected so many lives. It's just like, how can we be an apologist for this man's action? Yes, he's a black man. Yes, he is a quote-unquote musical genius, but that does not excuse the fact that you have, you know, tarnished these young women. And, you know, me being a young LGBTQ member, my biggest, you know, people who I look up to are black women. So I will always be on the side of black women, and I will always pick up for them. You know, I'm pretty sure there is some lying, there is some deceit somewhere in the pool of this RPC, you know, BS, but you have to not make excuses for him because he's black.
Yeah.
And as far as the whole argument, people are saying, well, what about Weinstein? What about the other white guys in Hollywood? I'm pretty sure they will be taken care of as well. But right now, we have to get rid of him, our community, in order for us to build up each other. Like, we can't have this negativity floating over our heads.
Yeah, and you know, I have to side-eye all the women who feel like just because he's R. Kelly, he shouldn't go to jail. Because in my mind, it's like, okay, you're the same lady who, when your daughter comes and tells you something about your boyfriend, it's you side-eyeing your daughter. You feel me? So we have a lot of like rape apologists running around here trying to make excuses for someone like R. Kelly, when the reality is, you know, and R. Kelly is everywhere. And the reason that they can operate is largely because they have support of women, the women they're dating, you know, you know what I mean? Like the women who feel sorry for them, the women in the family, when they find out the uncle's been like molesting the kids and stuff, it's like, oh, let's sweep it under the rug. We don't want to send him to jail because he's a black man like that. And I think that's manipulative.
Many of these women, they have this ingrained misogyny, but I think that, you know, I mean, I'm not a woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm 100% for women, but I think that whenever, especially black women, whenever there's a victim in the community, I think that if we have facts and have proof that they're being victimized, that the black women should, you know, stick together, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that we uplift you know, our young black women. And I think that the ingrained misogyny is really killing us as a community because, you know, let's just get rid of the whole R. Kelly, you know, he's a big star thing. What about in our own community? And like you said, Seven, there are plenty of times where, you know, uncles and cousins and older relatives molest our young black women, but, oh, you know, I don't believe that because Uncle Jimmy is so cool. And no, like, okay, he is a predator, bottom line, you know?
Yeah. I feel the same way. Yeah, when you say there's a lot of misogyny, you're absolutely right. And I don't know, you know, a lot of black women have been programmed to hate black women so much, in fact, that, you know, if I come across a black woman and she hates me, to me, that's normal. But when I come across a black woman who's very caring and compassionate and treats me with respect, that is what's abnormal to me. Do you feel me? And I'm talking to you.
Really?
I'm talking to you as a black woman in LA who talks like a quote unquote Valley girl. Okay. I'm talking to you like that. I'm talking to you on some like, you know, if anybody's going to get set up and they're going to set their homegirl up to get like raped or molested or something, in my mind, it's going to be a black woman. And this isn't to every black woman. Understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that the misogyny or that misogynistic attitude that a lot of black women, and I'm talking about a lot of very hurt black women have adopted as like a defense mechanism for their own lives, is very harmful. Okay. Because we have a lot of black women out here making excuses for men. They're trying to understand how men think, how they tick, and they're sitting up here making a lot of excuses for men. You might call them a pick-me, right? You might call them misogynistic. They have a lot of different names, but understand that there's a very negative way of thinking that they have adopted in which they don't like women. Okay. And if she's black, it's more like a black woman thing. Don't let her get a white or you know, a Hispanic homegirl. She don't treat them like that. So what you said was actually very prevalent, and I'm glad you mentioned that.
You know what, Seven, that really saddens me that you say, you know, that you you know, like a kind black woman is abnormal to you, and it should not be like that. And that's just so sad because, you know, me being someone who's like, I'm so pro black women, that really saddens me because it shouldn't be like that. You know, as a community, we should all help each other. And the fact that because you're well spoken or you come from California, people are labeling you a valley girl, that's just absurd to me. Like, why can't we all be, you know, be ourselves and love each other and just be supportive of one another, you know? I mean, it's just like this conversation.
Oh, facts.
Deep on so many levels.
Oh, facts.
It's just so sad
And you know what? You know what? We're gonna have to save this for another day. But I would love to have you be a part. And make sure you hit the notification bell, okay, babes? I would love to have you a part of a discussion on, you know, like misogynistic women and how that affects the community. I would love to put together a live show about that because, again, this is a conversation that's kind of untapped. It's not talked about enough, especially among sisters. You know, we get so caught up in the roast and the drag, or the, you know, I'm trying to outshine you, you trying to outshine me. You know, I want this dude, I'll backstab to get your nigga type stuff. And there's not enough like, okay, bitch, give me a hug. You know, you my sister, I got your back. You know, it's a lot of jealousy going on. It's a lot of backstabbing going on. It's a lot of selfishness going on. Okay. And we're going to get into it, but we're going to do it on another show. I want to thank you so much for calling in, babes. I'm so glad I got to hear your voice. Your voice actually matches your Abby because you look so sweet in your Abby. You look like the sweetest person ever. So I'm glad you called in. Thank you.
I enjoyed the conversation. You guys have a blessed night. 7, get with me. We can definitely do that show, okay?
Absolutely. Hit me up on IG, babes.
All right, I will.
All right, good night. All right, Chipper, you still on the line?
Yeah, I thought you muted us, so I didn't say anything.
No. You guys are still available. So we are gonna actually wrap it up soon. Kimber.
Really speaking facts.
Oh, he definitely, listen. We cannot lose sight of the fact that R. Kelly has hurt people. Okay, let me tell you something. I didn't lose my virginity until later, but yeah, I dated a guy when I was 15. And when I was 15, I dated this guy named Alan, hood dude, right? And even though nothing happened there, you know, he really warped my mind and he had me believe in things that wasn't true. You know, first of all, I thought he was like 21. That's what he told me. Come to find out, this guy was like 27, 28, right?
Wow.
Had like a girlfriend or a baby mama or something. Like, understand, I'm a young girl. So this is a situation it could have ended up crazy. I could have got pregnant by this dude. He could have, you know, it could have been a horrible situation. But understand, there are Black girls out here every day who are running into situations like that. And then you ain't got the common sense to, you know, some do. It's very rare. Like I said, when you're that young, you're very impressionable. People can tell you anything. Right. Okay. You're just coming out of that stage of, you know, the Easter Bunny and the Barbies and, you know, Christmas and all that. You're just coming out of that. You probably still like cartoons, but you live in the hood and it's impoverished, and grown men are trying to, you know, seduce you, and they're trying to get you to believe things that are not true. And these guys are liars. Some of them, right? They're liars. They don't mean you know well. They just want all your sugar. Girl, that's what one of my staff members used to tell me when I was younger. They was like, look, all these dudes want your sugar. So just imagine you got a big old thing of sugar. And if you keep letting these guys come in and scoop out all your sugar, one day you ain't going to have no sugar left. And then you're going to watch as all the other girls with their big things of sugar, you know, and that really resonated with me. If you can understand what I was saying. And we need to have more conversations like that with our young women out here, because again, R. Kelly didn't act alone on this. I do believe a lot of those girls were pushed off onto him by their families. A lot of families were sitting up here playing really naive about the situation. Like, oh, I didn't know he could do that. You know, Sparkle, can we talk about Sparkle real quick before we bounce up out of here? How many, a show of hands, how many people fucking believe Sparkle? I just don't believe her.
No, she's a liar too.
She's a liar.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
What's your name again? I'm White Bright morning.
One bright morning. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember it this time. I think, hey,
and she was like, well, which cousin do you need? I'll bring her over tomorrow.
I think that too. I think that too. I think she put that girl in the way because she knew how he got down. Do you understand what I'm saying? She didn't have to say a word.
She get paid. She wants to get that money.
Because Sparkle was outside of his age group. Because you remember when I was explaining to you, he felt like a worthless individual because he had been treated like a worthless individual forever. So he needed people he could manipulate. Once you done aged out, he don't want nobody 20, 21, 22. If he's nasty, he definitely don't want you.
Yeah.
So young, impressionable, soft-minded kids, so he can train them up to what he needs them to be.
Because they're not going to ask questions. They're just going to do it. They're not going to
tell. They don't know yet.
Right.
But that's classic Southside old dude activity, to be honest with you. It's not just R. Kelly on that. That's a Chicago classic with the older guys. They like to try to get you young when it can mold you into what they need you to be. Because once you know what I'm saying, you try to break an old horse. You want a young filly so you can work with her. And then
that's in every neighborhood in every city too. You're right.
Mm-hmm. And then don't let it be that you catch her while she's still fresh and you're the only one she ever been with. So there you go. It's hard. Right. It's hard to break that connection. The more the parent pulls again, so anybody says anything about it, he's gonna break off from all the people. This guy is the whole world. And then he's paying for it too. Keep the dress nice. And got the head game going. Oh, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. She gonna do whatever he tell her to do, and she gonna try to think of stuff to do to make him happy that he ain't think of yet.
You capture the mind, the body will follow.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right. I think we're going to wrap this up pretty soon. Shout out to Chipper, bruh, for coming through.
Anytime. You know I'm gonna support you, beautiful.
Thank you so much, honey. Thank you to One Bright Morning? Am I saying it right?
One Bright Morning.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to One Bright Morning. Yeah, I'm so happy you called. I hope you catch another show. Like I said, tomorrow, I think I want to set it up to where we can talk about the Neverland situation. So Chipper, even if you don't call in, just check it out. And we're going to come back. I just don't
believe none of that, but I'll support you.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Like I said, we're gonna have a good show tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do it a little bit earlier because I know it's a weeknight. I be ODing. I'm sorry. Listen, I miss Chicago Black Ink. You know Ryan is my boo. But I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Thank you for joining the Girl Cave. This was an excellent discussion. I'm gonna leave it up and I'm gonna check y'all on the flip side. Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night, Kimber. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.